Questioning Everything with Garrett and Adam, Episode 9.
What are we recording?
We're recording.
Oh, shit, okay.
Welcome to the Questioning Everything podcast
Yes.
with Garrett and Adam. Today's topic is cycles of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that we and almost everybody we know knows very well to whatever degree. And I've got a friend's prop here. I brought a prop. It's that set deck thing.
What is that?
This is an ashtray.
That we made at Thomas Haney?
No, this was made by Roger Stern. And the bottom there, it says made for Zaha.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roger Stern, because there's more synchronicity, man. Wow, but be careful here. He's been messaging me like crazy on Instagram because he wants to talk.
Yeah, no, we've been chatting. I've got him on Discord now, and I think it was last night, we had a video chat.
Weird.
About an hour.
But I chatted with him a lot in the last little while.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like months or like last year, the year before that. Oh, so you guys have been talking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you brought that out.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, and he's had an interesting run, right? Like he's had an adventure and a lot of shit. It was interesting to hear his story, catch up after 25 years or something like that, right?
Does he want to come on?
I don't know. No, he said something, but I told him it's not going to happen. There's no guests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he said he was mentioning that he was going to contact you about it, but I said no. There's no guests.
No guests.
No guests.
Ever again?
Well, maybe, but just like not in the foreseeable future, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could start a podcast and have these people on too, right?
Oh, go be my guest, please. Fill that need so we don't have to on this one.
Right.
Mm-hmm. No, it's what people are up to, and day-to-day stuff is cool, but it's not really my gig. I'd rather nail out some topics and see where everybody meets and see what ground we find ourselves in, right? That's an interesting thing, is literally the ground. If everything was perfect,
well, it's having a guest like him for sure. Like we know him, but like it's not in the proper context if someone doesn't.
It's not topic related either, right?
Well, it's the cycle of damage, addiction, struggles. I mean, it could be.
It could be, but it's more like an old friend, an interview with an old friend at that point or something, right? And which would be cool, and because everybody can talk about their feelings and their fucking history and past and their problems, and I'm just not interested in that. That's not my podcast. Don't really,
Fair enough.
It's the topics, it's the actual subjects, it's the figuring out the math behind it that I'm interested in. So even if I'm part of it, I'm not a part of it like a normal human. I'm a part of it as a person trying to figure out the wizard behind the curtain,
right.
And the wizard behind the curtain is, of course, in my opinion, ourselves. But how does the system function? Or why does the system dysfunction, as in cycles of damage, right? Cycles of damage is interesting because would you or would you not agree that cycles of damage can start with something that occurs to a person, but then it can end with a person perpetuating that damage themselves?
100%.
So there's like a ball gets rolling, and you're not even necessarily the person who pushes the ball.
No, you are the ball.
You are the ball. And once the ball's rolling, it perpetuates its own motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's where the extreme ownership thing comes in.
Extreme ownership.
Or just ownership of your life, essentially.
That's the Jocko theory, right?
Well, I think that's just a fucking thing that anyone should adopt. Exactly, but to take a look at your own self.
He kind of commercialized on it, but
which is brilliant.
I'm sure it goes before him, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people are doing. I just read another book by a woman, forget her name, She's the 5-second rule, where she's saying like you
drop
can change,
food.
Well, you can change your behavior with 5-second countdown. So when you wanna, which is basically neuroscience if you really boil it down, but we just marketed it that way. And I was already thinking, fuck it, man, I'm gonna write a book called the 3-second rule. How, whatever. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I don't know why people do that. Like the 5-second rule, man, it's so confusing because it's obviously how long you're given before the fucking ship has bacteria on it when it hits the ground. It's like hijack the 5-second rule.
Well, yeah, but it means like your behavior, the ball's rolling.
I know,
so if the ball,
I know, but
I know, but
it's a bad term.
But if anyone
pick a new word, pick a new term.
Well, like millions of copies sold, right?
No, absolutely, but that doesn't mean what the fuck. So does Bieber, right? Are you gonna fucking listen to Bieber because millions of copies were sold? Britney Spears fan now?
His content isn't like uplifting though to me. I know there's hordes of idiots out there, but I found the book super interesting. Mm-hmm. And
no, I know. I'm just saying the name. It's just a shame with the name.
But extreme ownership, stuff like that. Those titles are good, and they're based on subjects in literature that's been around forever. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
As long as the brain's been around.
Well, 19th century stuff is really what like PMA. You've got a PMA hat on right now. PMA.
That's Napoleon Hill was like the first one to write that one out, I believe.
Yeah, he coined the phrase.
That's right.
But he's working off of a thread of the earliest self-help authors.
Well, actually today I was thinking
19th
about you,
century,
which is related to that Stoicism. There's a YouTube channel that I follow that I thought you would appreciate. It's called Academy of Ideas. Have you heard of that one? It's
I'm
all
not sure.
Stoicism and old philosophy that I think you'd love. Like it's very, very. It's all Stoic, and all the.
I'm not like big on Stoicism or anything.
Well,
That's
no, but I
philosophy.
mean, it's like self-help for the fucking beginning of like back in the day when the Black Plague was rampant. I don't know. You should probably just check one of them out. You might appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I will do. What's it called?
The Academy of Ideas.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome, and I
Good
think
thing I have a notepad out here.
you would like it. I'll send you a link. But anyways, you're saying that once the damage, you see it?
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's you have to be really into it though, because it's like there's the motivational YouTube videos that I watch that have the cool background music and images that are like and they get your serotonin going. But this one's a little more dry, but I love it.
That's funny that you say that too. I think if anything regarding self-help videos and self-help books, if anything can ever be said on this podcast, you have nailed it right here. You literally packaged it. Nothing else ever has to be said ever again.
What's that?
What you just said.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I'm aware of that.
let's make that a clip, and that'll be I'll just call it self-help.
But don't frame it in a negative way, please.
No, I am framing it in a negative way, like I usually do. But this time, you did it for me, technically,
That's not
by
what I'm
saying
saying is it negative, though.
that you get it, that you're like literally doing it for a serotonin hit, which is like, to me, that's like honestly to God, you look up the definition of self-help in the dictionary, and it's like people looking for a serotonin hit by doing this thing that they do. It has nothing to do with development. It has nothing to do with help. But it has everything to do with that particular brain chemistry reaction that people
But if you're
feel
changing
good
your
with.
behaviors and accomplishing goals, then you're getting serotonin hits too.
Absolutely. It's just we're
getting hits off everything.
there's
Our brain is reacting to everything that's happening.
Sure. There's an analysis where we start to look at like the reason why we do things, right? Like say for me, the reason why I play video games, the reason why you watch movies, the reason why you listen to music, the reason why we are stimulating particular areas of our brain that through our evolution have become important parts of us, like the fight flight instinct, or the tension, suspense, also the reward of love or of romance, or
Oxytocin.
Anyway, yeah, well, you can name the chemicals in the brain, right?
But once you understand them, it helps you change your behaviors. That's what I've.
I don't agree, but
Well,
this is not what we're talking about. What I'm talking about right now is just simply the analysis of being able to look at these things that we do and be able to translate them or interpret them in their reward system perspective, right?
I know, but okay.
And a lot of the times we don't actually know all of the brain chemistry that's occurring, right? So it might be knowledge that broccoli has a particular biochemistry, but it's actually wisdom that broccoli has 7,500 that we have no idea what it does. So I'm not going to try to limit anything down to an oxytocin or a serotonin or something like that, right? In my opinion, yeah, some of those things are involved. Dopamines are involved, serotonin's involved, but there's a lot going on. And rather than just a pure chemical perspective, it's nice to be able to say, okay, well, what are we getting out of it as people? Right?
Well, I
like
know,
when you play a video game.
Your belief is that they're selling snake oil, and that though you're getting the dopamine hits, which is a fact. But
yeah, absolutely.
For me, I'm just saying quickly, like since I've gone down the self-development, self-help path, it's led me to the understanding of what habits, rituals, and fucking neuroscience, behavioral science. Like I've gotten already to the very fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
Where all these authors are giving you big, flashy, cool titles. But at the root of it, when it gets straight deep down to it, it's just behavioral science, which gets back into chemical reactions in your brain.
Of course. And then the why is that?
To me, that makes, once you conceptualize that and understand what that is, that the 5-second rule is when you wake up at 5 a.m. and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to get up. Oh my God, just 5 more minutes. And instead of hitting the sleep on your alarm, you just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're up. And next, and now you're building neural
Gotcha.
Now but that's
behavioral though. That's very much behavioral, right?
So that's what's changed my life.
Yeah. Well, that's the things that usually change people's lives.
But if I could put a catchy title on a book and sell copies, that'd be fun.
Well, it's right. Eh? I know, and people do, and whatever. Right, to each their own. No judgment, but. The PMA thing, like who's the guy who wrote that book? Who wrote the newer PMA? John Joseph. The PMA effect. I mean, he's digging up something from obviously from.
He's right into the Bhagavad Gita, too. Like
I'm sure. Yeah. But no, he's like literally like aggregating the data for people. So anybody who wants to can actually read Napoleon Hill. Now
that's the first thing he talks about.
If you want to, then
Hill.
Yeah, I know he does. Now, if you want to, then you can even skip Napoleon Hill, and you could go even backwards further, and you could read things like the Master Key or the earliest mid to early 1800s self-help books, where they start talking about the power of mind and the power of behavioral conditioning, and this is like old. As far as literature goes, the fact that there's a market for it isn't as old.
Fair enough.
But as far as the ideas, these ideas go back to the beginning of people, where people are starting to condition themselves for better habits and for
I think a lot of that material
success
is dry. Like
right.
I think even if you read what's that book? How to Win Friends and Influence People by
Dale Carnegie.
Even that is old. That book's almost 100 years old now, and
it's not that bad.
No,
really.
It's not too bad. Like it's the
same shit,
it's
right?
It's a little dry though, I think.
It's the same shit. Fuck. They're just repeating each other. Just like only so many things that can be said.
Tony Robbins said that though. Once you read enough self-development books, you'll realize they're all saying the same thing in a different way. Just like today I just read right now I'm on the audiobook The War of Art. So it's a bit of a self-development book.
That's The Art of War, isn't it?
No. I listened to The Art of War today by Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu.
And then I moved on to Stephen Pressfield's book, The War of Art.
Oh, that is clever. I like how he did that.
Well, it's awesome. Well, I already knew about that book. Joe Rogan had him on, and he actually bought all fucking stacks of this guy's book.
To give it away.
And his book, it's a self-development book for procrastination.
Gotcha.
And behavioral, which leads back to the cycle of damage. Like people and self-awareness, like people that are repeating and blaming and repeating and ODing and fucking going through like hell, their own cyclic hell. That's a behavioral issue. That's something that they have to take responsibility for, and then that leads. There's a lot of tragedy happening, man, and I think that unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people are going to go into these old books that you're referring to I think the How to Give Less of a Fuck by Mark Manson's a little more appealing in this day and age.
Probably,
You know, and that's fair.
Oh, it is, and it's an expanded. It expands it to a broader audience.
And I was gonna say another thing too is that the Blue Book, right? Like I read the Blue Book in the 12-step program, and I thought it was just like, oh, it's pretty dry.
That's the
But
AA,
it's
the Blue Book's AA.
accurate as shit. It's so when you start getting the data from when he hits those paragraphs that are straight data, I absorb it quite quickly, and it's awesome. But a lot of it, that book's almost 80-something years plus old.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I've never read it, never even seen it. I don't think. I've probably seen it at the used bookstore,
I don't know. My point is,
Recycle Depot.
yeah, I don't know. Some of these, it's interesting stuff. But like the dopamine hit, like of course you're gonna throw on a motivational video. It's gonna have the music. It's gonna have all this stuff. It's gonna have a lot of, and it's gonna give you dopamine, or it's gonna give you inspiration. I don't know if inspiration is dopamine.
You know, too, the Master Key is a great book. That was, I think it's like pre-Napoleon Hill.
Master Key.
Late 1800s or like 1870 or some shit like that. And it was banned.
Why?
Just because it was too weird at the time. Yeah. So it was like kind of rare. I've got a copy of it, hardcover. No, it's the same sort of thing, but maybe a little bit more complicated. That's just it. Is that you end up getting like complicated versions of the same thing, or the simple version of the complicated. The simple version is like, wake up at a good time of the day and take care of yourself and
Okay, but do you do it?
Get a job, and I do it when I have to, but I enjoy not having to do it. The thing is that we're not all required to have this rigid sort of schedule in our life. It doesn't make every one of us better people. You don't. Again, it's like seeking positivity. I don't seek positivity. In fact, I don't think that people who are neutral seek positivity. I think people who are broken seek positivity because they have to compensate for something.
We should actually
when you're not broken, you don't have to seek positivity anymore. But PMA is different though, right? Like PMA is a way of just an outlook of life, so that you're not like there's a difference between being like completely negative and self-destructive and having to seek positivity in everything. If a person has to seek positivity in everything, then I can tell right away that they're fucked. They're fucked. They're like skidding into home base because
total naive delusion about it.
Whereas
I have snap shows all the time. Like I'll like little. You know what drives me? Little things drive me nuts. Like I can go. I can hang around people that are just blatantly mean, and I'm like, and I just hold it in and go okay and work through it. But like if I lose, like if something catches or my wallet gets stuck on, like I fucking snap. Like it's weird behavior. But to me I've noticed that's a glitch. I'm like, okay, I don't need to be snapping about little tiny things.
Yeah. No. Sounds reasonable glitch.
My point is like sometimes I can go through whatever. My point is some days are gonna be shitty, man, and you're gonna have to cope with that. But like
they are, but it's like it's almost like music, right? Like people would say that heavy metal music
is terrible,
and that in fact that depressed people and negative people are attracted to heavy metal music because of the angst and the aggression, and it mirrors their internal universe, right? I don't believe that at all. In fact, I think that the more well developed you are as a person, the more able that you are to appreciate things that are more hardcore and more heavy and more negative, because you don't conflate them with some type of a damage that has occurred to you, or you don't, if you're fucked, then you might perceive it as you might associate it to the damage, or I don't know. I mean, I just don't see it. I see.
Listen to like when I listen, like if I have a bad day at work, man, I throw on fucking Hatebreed, and it's like it's beautiful. It's when I go to a hate metal show and I'm in the pit, it's a religious experience. That's what this so you were just saying I'm doing this podcast because I want to really get things correct, and
I just want to hammer the shit out, and I don't want to have. I don't want to just like be like agreeing about stuff.
I want to learn more. I want to become a better performer. I want to become more articulate. I want to become more educated, more self-aware. I want to grow. That's what I think podcasts do for the hosts. Like Joe Rogan has said many times that he's become it's like free school.
Oh no shit! Well, especially in his case, right?
And so that's for me. That's what it is. Like
access to the smartest people in the world,
and my ego's there too. I'd love to get famous enough that we didn't have to have day jobs, like blah 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 blah. But really, it's a grind, and I like it. Coming here and trying to, but yeah, like setting. We got to make sure that we're.
I just want to hear myself talk.
Oh fuck! Sometimes I
yeah, I don't have an audience without you, Garrett. So I need you to be here to give me an audience so I can talk to people.
He's got to. I don't think any of my friends listen.
I couldn't give a first.
I'm counting on you. All the promotion you're doing and all the hashtagging that you're doing. I'm like, I think this is gonna pop off on his end.
I don't know, man. I don't honestly. All I can say is I
think it's gonna pop off on your end more, and then through that popularity, then more of my people will come join.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. I picture this doing really like I don't know. You say I'm just doing it for the 10 listeners, but I just think it could get way bigger.
No, I think it could, and it takes a little bit of everybody for a community.
We're only episode 10 now or something.
This is 9. We're recording right now.
Somebody said actually that bummed me right out. 9. 4 years they've been working on their podcast. Matt Stocks, the guy was interviewed by, and he's 4 years he's been doing his podcast, and he doesn't make even
anything.
Well, no. Not much. But he says the people. But it's he's made money in other ways and had more of a living in other ways because of it. Yeah. I don't think he has a Patreon. I don't think he has a Discord.
Yeah. Well, Discord doesn't make money. And
I think there's other ways.
Patreon's kind of spotty, right?
Like I said,
it just depends.
I think this content that you have, your vision, is really going to work for Patreon.
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe it's just about. I guess it's just a matter of whether or not we satisfy the market, whatever the market is. But
you're getting a lot of hate mail already, though. Eh?
Yeah, and that's good.
That's not true. One person, though, you said.
No, I think it was last night, Lucy and I were on a walk, and I was saying that the problem with something like this is that I think it'll meet its mark. My goal of saying stuff, just fucking saying it, I guess, as the goal, is great, but it might be 10 years before the person who benefits from it hears it. I don't know, right?
That's too long. That's crazy.
Well, I know it's crazy, but that's how it works, right? Like, I discover shit by the time it's passed.
Fuck, that's me too, 100%.
Eric Weinstein, man, I started listening to his podcast, The Portal, and I started listening to it in early 2021, and when I finally got to December 2020, I think he's done. I think he stopped making it.
Yeah.
But I literally had no idea when I started. Right.
I didn't start listening to the Jassa show till it was fucking 300 episodes.
Rogan's 12 years in now, and people are still now just starting to watch Rogan.
It's really getting.
You're never going to go back, right? You're never going to go back in Rogan and you're never going to see all the Rogans.
I know.
Imagine that.
I try. It bothers me.
Imagine that.
I try. I go back and try to. I'm like, I want this one. I want this one. I want this one.
That's a good math question, though. Right?
What?
Well, he puts out 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? So that's 15 hours a week. So just imagining then that you can watch 1 week in 1 day, because that's 15 hours. If you wanted to go back to the beginning of Rogan and watch all of the Rogans while simultaneously keeping up with the 15 hours a week, you'd only have 4 days out of 5 now for weekdays in order to watch the old ones. Mm-hmm. And you'd only be getting 5 episodes a day. Well, I know, but you take your weekends off, right? He does. Everybody does. No, but seriously though, would you be able to, on a 5-day-a-week schedule, finish it? How many years would it take you though to listen to the last 12 years of Rogan if all you do is you listen to 15 hours a day?
It's 10 years. Is it 12?
Yeah, it's like 12 years now.
I think it's 10. It could be 12. I don't know. You're right. Probably right.
It's up there though, right?
I did look at it.
And obviously there's not 12 or there's not 5 every week.
15. No. That you did. You just cherry pick the episodes,
Clips.
and a lot of the early ones are kind of dry, I think, and kind of like they said that it's not a. They're
Well, there's
Jamie's
people
on,
hanging out.
Yeah, it's people just hanging out.
Literally.
It's literally.
It's the podcast, right? This
is
format
what
of
I say to you. I
podcast.
say have a
This-
goddamn hangout.
Well, yeah, and what I want to do with this podcast is unconventional as far as podcasts go. It's interesting because we're both too uneducated and too unofficial to have any real impact on academia or any impact on like real smart people shit, right? Mm-hmm. But we're too into that sort of shit and into ideas and into knowledge in general to just sit around talking about, you know, cars and fucking.
Yeah, but you fucking.
Oh man, it exhausts, but like how.
I understand what you're saying. People want to hear Joe Rogan talk about exhaust pipes.
It's
not
just
us.
well, not even right. Joe Rogan still he's way too above exhaust pipes. I'm sure there's hundreds of podcasts where they just talk about cool cars that are out and the, you know, this and that and lifestyle
Some
stuff
people
and
make money off
boats
their
and
podcasts, right? Like it just depends on who and what and where. Like
and podcasts are traditionally about dudes just or people just hanging out, shooting the shit, talking about what they talk about. If you have guests, then the guests would be like, you know, just there to shoot the shit with you.
you want to have like real deal guests though eventually.
Or maybe, or you know, like on Zoom or something like that. Like we might have to move this whole thing to Zoom eventually. You never know.
Why?
Well, if we move, right? We're looking at property in 100 Mile, and if we ended up moving up there, then this would
Oh
be a
shit!
Zoom.
You're thinking of moving to a 100-mile house?
Could very well. Yeah, I don't really want to stay into the city
Why?
because it sucks. I want to fucking like few acres and be able to garden and go hunting and fucking boat and fish and good stuff, right?
Holy
Rather
shit.
than living in a fucking high-rise 13th floor. Anything happens, like
Your whole perspective
let's just say
changed,
this.
eh?
No, of course not. No. This is a very temporary thing, right? I mean, I'm a rural person. I'd prefer to have a pickup truck or a 4-wheel drive over a goddamn car. But this what we're doing here is so fragile, especially considering, call me a conspiracy theorist. I might get shit for this one, but between 2020 and 2050, we're going to experience a lot of really, really bad shit. We got shit coming.
Like
and it
what?
has
Give me an example.
like breakdown of society stuff.
You think so?
I'm absolutely positive. I'm certain. I'm confident in it.
Like what?
It's my intuition. Literally. I'm collecting data, and I'm collecting data rapidly, and I calculate collected data quite well. And my intuition's telling me that in the next 30 years, we are going to face some serious ass times that will challenge us in our ability to fucking live.
So you're gonna head up north.
I would rather not be in a
Well,
position
you'll need a guy
of,
like me to chop wood. So
Yeah.
I'll be coming.
I'd rather not be in a position of vulnerability with water, with food, with fuel, with everything. Like where I am now, if their electrical goes out, people can't get to their apartment because they can't, you know, like there's literally no elevator. There's no
stairs.
There are stairs as long as you're below 65, younger than 65. Try getting fucking 13 floors, man.
I actually thought about it today because the elevators were taking forever, and I was like, "Holy
brutal.
shit, that's far."
It's
I'd
brutal.
do it though.
Well, like the other night, the elevator was down, and I was like up and down and up and down, up and down the stairs like a couple times.
That's
And,
good for you though.
well, it sucks though, and I can do it, but I can't imagine. There's people in my building with walkers.
I'd be fucked if the shit.
What about if you got a walker or a wheelchair?
So what do you? That's what you think, eh? So like that's what they're saying. In 2050, the oceans will be fucking fished out.
No, I don't believe in
Global
any
warming.
of that. No.
What do you think specifically?
Well, I believe in global
Interesting.
warming, but I don't think that any of that is going to. I don't think that any of that's a fucking threat. I think the only threat right now is foreign governments whose goal is to completely control the rest of the world by 2049, and I think that we are going to face a lot of tumultuous times between now and then in order to break us.
War?
Nope, I don't think necessarily war. I think we are just going to be broken.
How?
We're going to be broken with high gas prices, with unemployment, with homelessness. The more homelessness there is, there's more pressure for the right to housing, which is a communist ideology. Communist ideologies right now are infiltrating social media. They're infiltrating people's heads, and there's pressures being put onto economies and cities and government agencies, and the pressures are ultimately to make an example of things, right? Like, again, 25% of Vancouver 2 years ago was vacant. Vancouver, in case anybody doesn't know, is a city of about 1 million people or something. 25% of our
Canada.
Yeah. 25% of our houses and apartments were vacant
Okay.
a couple of years ago.
Now what? They're full?
No, they're not full. They ended up putting a tax in, but the tax didn't do very well. The thing is that those 25%, those are foreign investors, right, who are holding the property because of the property value. They have no interest in necessarily doing anything.
Living
No,
here.
they don't want to move here. They don't want to live here. But they just want to own the property because, well, the other problem is that there's a lot of criminal activity being done in Canada, and the money's being washed through the real estate. Money's being washed through casinos and through real estate. So if you're coming from somewhere else and you want to inject $300 million into Canada, nobody's asking questions, right? It could be from fentanyl. It could be from human trafficking. Doesn't matter. Now, this isn't about...
We have fucking diverted hard.
this isn't about people.
I wanted to get back to the metal mosh pit thing and correct my gangster ideals of, like, that it's a dangerous genre of music to listen to because you might end up getting shot.
Yeah. No, either way, the world's going to go to shit. And I think preppers are one step ahead of everybody else in the sense.
Yeah, but they've been prepping for years and years and years and years, man. So you think so that, I mean, you have great theories that are terrifying.
The panic that we all
You're
see.
saying that, sorry.
The panic of CO2, the panic of the global warming.
Is that real? Global warming? I thought you said it's...
Well,
The ocean levels haven't risen. You made a really good point about
No,
that.
the ocean levels have not risen.
Someone else just said that Dan Pena, the $1 million man, he's a fucking crazy old dude. Look him up. He's like, someone's like, you gotta watch out, you Billy. She was at. I listened to the London Reel. It's another podcast for entrepreneurs and everything else, self-development. Dan Pena, he's on there. Friends with the guy that hosts it, Brian Rose. Anyway, some chick was like asking him a question, and she's like, "You rich billionaires, you know what? People are dying and." Global warming and this and that and everything else. And he's like, shut up, lady, sit down. I'll answer your question. You just, and she kept going on and on and on. He's like, just be quiet. And he's like, do you think banks would be giving out loans, 50-year loans on mortgages on Florida coastlines? Do you think Blippadoo on this? He's like, if that freaking apartment complex is going to be 10 feet underwater, no one's gonna be giving loans, you idiots.
The most
That's a pretty good point he makes. Like,
the most recent mindfuck right now that's coming
does that
out
sound
of.
correct what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no,
he
absolutely.
was just
I
like,
agree with him.
Come on,
The
man.
most recent mindfuck that's come out, just for perspective,
He was
in
a bit
case
rude to this lady, but
in case anybody wants to track this stuff, is the idea that people aren't working right now in the USA because why would they work when they get their unemployment? Right.
and what are they getting?
So-
Curb or unemployment?
This is
different.
literally
Universal income.
meme, and I don't mean just like picture meme, like some fucking idiot on Facebook would think. I mean memetics. This is a meme mindworm, either from Brazil, Russia, or China, guaranteed, and it's only there to fuck with people's heads.
What's the mindworm?
The mindworm is that right now people are refusing to go back to work or refusing to work because their unemployment benefits are better than their income.
Well, you can thank the fucking
No.
economy. for that, though.
This is a complete illusion, dude. This is a myth. What I'm saying is that's not happening. It's not true. It's just a bunch of bullshit, right? So the memes come out saying...
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. People, what's bullshit? The fact that people aren't going back to work?
The idea that people aren't going back to work because
People
they're...
are, though. They are going back to work, though, right?
Of course they are.
So they're trying to tell us that there's people that are collecting a check on the couch right now that aren't going to work. That's the
Yes.
reality they're trying to
That's the
impose.
meme that they're producing.
That's the worm.
Yeah, right?
And that's not true.
And it's not true.
People are
But it doesn't have to be true. All you have to do is say it enough times and people get convinced of it, right? And saying things through a photo meme on Facebook is a perfect way. So memes came out on Facebook and they just saturate all about different angles on how no wonder why would people go back to work for minimum wage when their EI is better? And it's all coming at it from this perspective of the worker. Like, yeah, well, you wonder why nobody wants to work for you. It's because your wages are so low and I can get just as much on EI. But this is a completely fictitious fictitious picture that's being painted. Nobody's in fact not going back to work because their EI is so good. That's just a complete and utter bunch of bullshit.
Well,
but it's a mind worm that's being infiltrated right now by, like I said, either China, Brazil, or Russia.
Can't afford that. $2,000 a month, CERB?
Well, even in the States, whatever it is in the States.
It's probably similar.
No, yeah, and it's a bunch of bullshit.
There's no fucking way you can afford to live off that.
Yeah, the reality is that if you are in an industry which is a well-paying industry and it's not back yet, you're not going to take a low-paying job in a different industry. You're going to wait for your industry to open back up.
That's what you're doing, isn't it?
Well, that's what a lot of people in film did, right? Is you can't expect somebody in film who's literally got the skill and got the experience
to astronomical amounts of money.
To do a job that gives astronomical amounts of money, and then you say to them, well, why don't you just go do some labor job or something like that? Yeah. And it's fine. People do it, and it's fine. But if you're a person who knows that your job's coming back and you're going to make twice as much money doing what you're actually skilled at doing, then you'd be crazy to go get some labor job just to fill a buck. No, you hold on, you take the EI, and then you go back to your normal job. Even if it doesn't pay that well, it's because it's what you do and it's what you like to do, right? But the idea is now being perpetrated that people are only doing it because they're lazy and they don't want to work. Why would they work when they can get EI? What's the point
of saying all that then? They're trying to confuse everyone?
Yeah, it's all just mind fucks in order to concrete the idea that the people can refuse the business's employment for not paying them well enough as long as EI provides enough, right? So it's like this multiple attack strategy where it attacks EI and it attacks a good EI return. EI is not a welfare. EI is an insurance system in the States and in Canada. You pay into it so that when you're fucked, you can draw from it, right? Totally. This isn't a handout or anything like that. But on the right, they're really easily manipulated, really easily influenced, and they think, oh my God, everybody's abusing a handout. There's a handout, A, which is not true, and B, they're abusing it, which is also not true. Then on the left, what they see is validation that the livable wage, quote unquote, isn't being satisfied, and the people are revolting by refusing to work for the man, you know? And so it's reinforcing the left and reinforcing the right simultaneously. It's like this perfect fucking mind fuck for people, and the people gobble it up because they're drooling fucking idiots, right? Unfortunately. Sorry, people. I know I'm literally talking about the listener, and you're not supposed to insult your listeners, but I guarantee you,
I think anyone
people who are listening to this shit,
anyone that's listening to this podcast is probably kind of woke in the way I like in our. But
they're gonna see these fucking memes, right? I'm sure you've seen them. Have you seen those floating around?
Which ones?
The whole why would somebody go back to work when your wages are so low and they can get
I've never believed that anyway. To be on my intuition has told me this whole time that doesn't make any sense. How is it? How are people not working when they can't even when they don't even can't afford shit on a regular wage?
Yeah, but
that's that the whole time that I'm like that doesn't make sense. My brain goes that doesn't seem right. Like the time they said a plane crashed into the Pentagon, I'm like, are you sure it wasn't a helicopter? Because that doesn't make sense. Okay, moving on now.
But for some reason, if your goal in life is to see the next Marvel movie, shit like that makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay.
Same as like livable wage, right? You say livable wage, and people are like, well, of course. What do you mean, of course? The term livable wage is like...
is just slavery, dude. That's the livable... That's what...
The term is a carrot for stupid people. Well, I'm not kidding you. Okay, the term livable wage...
I know what you mean.
is used against stupid people to confuse them and to make them chase their tail. There's no such thing as a livable wage.
No, but what I'm
There's
saying
no
is
such
like,
thing.
There is no such thing as a livable wage because
It would be different.
Everyone's check to check, living in the great fucking grind of life out here.
Well, in every city, every region, every place, they have completely different expenses. They have completely different values on things. Somebody making $11.75 in South Carolina cleaning tables at a diner is doing okay, but if you're working Starbucks at the front counter in New York City, Vancouver, then that's not enough, right?
No.
But the people in Vancouver can't see the equivalency difference. The people in South Carolina are like, hey, maybe we should be able to decide our own wages. The people in Vancouver or New York City are like, no, if I need $15 in Manhattan, you need $15, and they don't have any sense of equivalency. Same thing as like,
are you trying to say the whole world's going to go communist there? That everyone's going to, the whole world's going to go one wage here? Is that?
That is the threat. Absolutely.
Good luck. Fuck. Yeah, right.
No. I don't agree that it's necessarily going to happen overnight, but
in the next
that
50
is
years,
the mind. That is the mind work.
By 2049.
By 2049,
there'll be a war, dude.
Communism will either rule the world completely. It'll have packaged up everybody, or there will be some serious ass revolt. But what I'm saying is, between now and then, there's going to be gas shortages. There's going to be electrical shortages. There's going to be cyber warfare. There's going to be our grids go down. Attacks on universities.
Like, all of that away to fight back. They're like, hey, fuck, you guys you're gonna revolt? Okay, bye. Everything.
Well, unfortunately, the powers. I mean, like the powers in our case, and if you're talking about Canada, the powers are against us as citizens.
Yeah, well, they'll just.
If you're in the States and say you're in Texas or something, then there's a good chance that your state, your governor, will actually be on your side.
And then go to
As
war
a
with
Canadian,
the government.
Our liberal government is definitely on the foreign interest globalist side. Great. Definitely. And our provincial, like the NDP, 100% globalist, 100%. Like this,
we're fucked.
100%.
What a depressing thought.
Yeah.
Don't even bother then. I mean, so you're saying just forget the self-development business I'm hoping to open, forget going back to school for counseling, just fucking start learning how to grow vegetables and move up north?
No, but if you if you want
I'm gonna take my PMA hat off
independence,
right now,
then you're gonna need to.
If
you want some independence, you're gonna need to learn how to grow some food. We are going to be squeezed. I don't think that's a question.
It's already happening.
Oh no, dude. No. What I'm telling you is that we're going to experience the quality of life of World War III, regardless of whether World War III occurs.
Well, we are in World War III. It's
the
called
quality. No, dude, you fucking you're grossly misunderstanding.
Easy,
if you think that what we're living through today is hardship, you got fucking some serious ass.
Listen to what I'm saying. The World War III would be fought through economics, immigration, and inflation. Why would you go to war and fucking blow shit up when you could just do exactly what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Stifle out the masses.
Yeah.
How brilliant. You can't, when you even look at COVID, you're like, let's send out a virus that's going to confuse the shit out of everybody. Mm-hmm. It's going to make them, we're going to isolate everybody. Mm-hmm. Then while they're isolated watching Netflix and the news and their fucking Instagram and their Facebook, we're going to send a whole bunch of confusing information that's just going to divide people. Mm-hmm. And that's going to fuck the economy up. Like, it's just hard not to look at that in retrospect as like just evil genius shit.
Oh no, there's massive evil genius shit being perpetrated on the West right now. Being perpetrated on the UK, on Spain, on Holland, on America, on Canada. We are getting fucked with a capital F.
Yeah, but there's people also that are aware of that, right?
Very few. Very few. Yep. Everybody's susceptible to this shit, man. Fucking social media, dude. 98% of every person is in agreement to communism.
Well, are you serious?
Yep.
Well, what's about communism? And God damn it, I got to change the subject. We got to do this.
The minute that you mention like Stalin or Lenin or the actual results of communism or even China, holy fuck, China's a horrible, nasty ass country.
Yeah.
Relating to that stuff, it's easy to say, oh no, we're never going to be communist or anything like that. What communism's doing is it's taking the back door and it's framing arguments that are pro-communist ideologies, and it's framing them in Western perspectives, right? It's like livable wage. People are so fucking dumb that they don't realize that livable wage is a fucking phantom word. Like, you might as well be talking about
intuition,
the ghost, or the ghost, or you might as well be talking about Casper. You might as well be talking about,
Okay, hold on. Reframe livable wage. So, like,
livable wage.
It's like, this is your good enough wage that we're going to give you.
The left is fighting for a livable wage.
And what is that?
Exactly.
The left is fighting. We want a livable wage.
Yeah, a livable wage. That you should be able to. You shouldn't have to work 4 jobs to pay your rent. And we need a livable wage.
Live at home, and I'm able to live like a rock star sometimes.
Yeah,
and that's good. I live at home.
Yeah,
I have a high-paying, big league construction career.
Your job pays you at least twice as much as what a livable wage would be called.
Yeah,
right.
But I bust my ass and deal with douchey humans, and then I work a pizza delivery job. But I still have to live at home. Like, my point is, so if I had to get an apartment, I can't justify paying $1,200 to $1,700 a month just for rent, and then gas, and then this. So already it's like tough. By yourself. That's ridiculous.
Oh yes, and you're honestly, no insult, but you're the perfect person to talk about a livable wage. If I didn't frame livable wage bad,
that is.
If I didn't frame it badly, I guarantee you I could have framed this conversation so that you'd be agreeing that people deserve a livable wage. That if you're going to work for somebody and you're going to put in the time, and livable wage, dude, everybody gobbles it up.
My brain wants to go start a business or find my way out of the slavery.
Yeah.
That livable wage. I'm saying
livable wage is just easy. It's like fucking cheese in a fucking mousetrap.
So what you're still haven't explained to me what it is. So what? Everyone just gets $50 an hour?
Dude, there is no definition of what it is. That's why it's a fucking fool's bet.
What are you going to call this podcast now, Adam?
It's a fool's bet because it simply doesn't exist. But if you get a 22-year-old, like my friend who works at Taco Bell, who's constantly bitching, she literally thinks working at fucking Taco Bell, she deserves to like be able to have her own apartment and have a cell phone and have full internet and have a computer and have a TV and have Netflix. And yeah, she's like 22 years old. But she's like, as commie as the fucking day is long.
Okay.
Not actually.
Yeah, but how are those? But those.
She's a normal person, though. She represents the average person who is being manipulated by very lowbrow, easy fucking pablum feed fucking communist ideas.
Someone has to work there.
Sure, they do.
We should really just get rid of fast food places like that, though.
What do you mean we should? You're fucking such a communist. It kills me. What you basically do is you let everybody do what the fuck they want, and if they want to have a Taco Bell, they can have one. And if they can't find anybody to work there, then they'll pay better.
And don't read John
Joseph's
Joseph's
they can
book, then you'll hate it.
Pay somebody less.
We should
then
be
pay
eating
them
plant-based
less.
diets, man, and hunting for food.
Unfortunately, because of exploitation, we have laws that say that there's a mandatory minimum that you're allowed to pay somebody.
You don't think that fucking fast food joints are bad for the environment?
I don't give a shit. I don't think it matters to the world at all. The world doesn't give a fuck. Why you got to be a fucking fangirl for the goddamn environment? What's the environment gonna?
Well, dude,
you think it really cares?
Isn't it? Well, it's just unhealthy for people. It's not. It's not. It's unhealthy. Number one.
Who cares?
Like the cattle and all the animals that they're using to fucking feed these fast food places are taking up all this land and all like the resources.
It's not your land.
It's my planet.
No, it's not. You just happen to be on it.
You're
on borrowed space in a fucking.
What's your end goal?
In an anomalous.
I want to know what you're gonna name this episode now. Fuck, because we're supposed to talk. It's supposed to be
cycles of damage.
And is that where we are? Because I was
sure
going into that. You know, that's behavioral stuff. That's addiction.
Is it?
I don't know. This kind of relates. I wanted to say though, somewhere in
quite
this
often
edit, I have to save myself here. Quick house cleaning is that. Yeah. Anyway, I feel like going to a mosh pit is like metal mosh pits. Metal saved my life. I know it's so backwards, but it's been eaten at me.
Dude, it's not though.
And I just said earlier that hip hop. I just feel like some of those kids are.
Do you equate moshing with dancing? Do you relate it?
I feel. You know what I relate moshing to?
What?
I just don't want to sound like an idiot here because I think like everyone
late.
live and let live. Just I feel like metal kids are less likely to shoot each other in a parking lot over a drug debt than the dudes that are listening to fucking gangster rap. That's really
Yes.
that is my point.
Yes, but there's also the fact that they're less likely
lot
to
of
go
gangster rap is good,
into
though.
debt.
Pardon me?
It's less likely that they're going to go into debt from drugs.
Metalheads do drugs.
They do, but a metalhead who starts dealing drugs ends up listening to hip hop, gangster
I
rap.
dealt fucking drugs. Never. I mean,
Yeah, you slinging a few bags of weed here and there. No, I'm talking about
that was my point.
guys
And
who
I
are
think-
thugging. Guys who are thugging that are metalheads end up listening to gangster rap.
I never did.
No, I know.
well,
but
actually, I do
that's-
now. Like
you're not
OG
fucking-
metal. So all the rap the kids were listening to back when I was a hippie kid,
Yeah.
I'm into now, and I call it that OG fucking gangster, that OG rap
Yeah,
is metal as fuck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Snoop Dogg,
Okay.
Dre,
Okay.
all the old hip hop.
Yeah. So I still listen to that stuff.
That
on
shit's
song.
fucking awesome.
50 Cent, Eazy-E.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Some people
I go-
see, someone just went, ew, 50 Cent. I heard it, but
Well, they can fuck themselves.
that rap, I like it now. I look back and I go, oh,
fucking 50 Cent is good,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, dude, because they're rapping about the hustle and grind and
Oh, it's not
entrepreneurship.
I don't even know what they're saying half the time,
Dude,
but
they're
it's
talking
a good.
about getting out of the. So those guys are talking about the
Yeah.
same shit as a metalhead. Metalhead, fucking Jamie Jass is like, don't listen to the fucking haters. You fucking follow your dreams. And
Well,
what's
that's what-
fucking 50 Cent saying. I'm gonna hustle on the fucking bitch.
Well, that's why you listen to it while you're doing while you're hustling.
But they're both
Right?
saying the same shit.
Because
Just
it's
different.
It's like self-help music for hustlers.
High, what I call is high vibrational metal, high vibrational rap, but the rap's a little.
Okay.
But we're not objectifying women in the metal scene that much. I mean, I guess we are. I mean, it can all be argued. I can hear so many people arguing, and I want to hear everyone's argument valid. I really want to be objective, but I just feel like
I don't honestly don't know why it's got to be a competition like that.
What do you mean?
Well, it doesn't matter what the metal people do in relation to the gangster people. The gangster people, like everybody's in it. Everybody volunteers for it, right?
I just listened to. What was I saying? That we got to the point. Metal
the
just saved
shorty
my life.
girls doesn't mind being called a bitch.
Oh, they love it. Just seen those gangster chicks, man. They're just like, yeah, fucking. They're
Well, and they're
hot.
hardcore,
What
too,
do they call them?
right?
Bad bitches.
Yeah, they're fucking
I dated
hardcore
one
too.
of them,
Like they'll
couple of
probably
them.
fuck you up if you try to
Well, they're just
slam them.
they're hardcore. They're good in the sock and they're fucking bad bitches. But
That is one thing, dude. And it was like fucking.
but I mean, I just don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong here. And there's metalheads out there banging and shooting and fucking drug dealing. Maybe I'm. Oh, there's so many different genres and subgenres of music, like New York.
No, there's
hardcore.
definitely
a lot of those guys like New York.
There's
hardcore.
definitely metal killers and fucking psychopaths and shit like that. Like
obviously.
you go to Norway and the fucking church burners and
they're burning down churches.
weirdos and
It's just, I guess,
animal herders.
for me in particular, I went to the metal mosh pit, and a segue again was, yes, when I'm in a mosh pit, I feel like primal tribalism.
Yeah.
But I also think online that some of the metalheads are the most opinionated, negative people on the planet.
Well, there's going to be just because they're people.
I just go, but they shit on metalheads shit on each other's bands publicly like a lot.
Oh, yeah.
When I go to a metal show, though, it's the most brotherly, loving. We're gonna pick you up if you
Is
fall
that
down.
an internet versus real life thing though?
That's right.
Did you see that meme with the dogs and on the fence?
Yes,
dude, that is the
That
best.
is the best fucking meme.
Suddenly,
That summed it all up.
yeah, it does.
I'm yelling. I'm sorry, but yes, I'm excited because that
it
meme
does.
was the best.
It does sum
That
it up.
was-
I'll have to throw it in the video here.
You're gonna have to throw it in the middle. Yeah, it's up. We'll just describe it quick.
Yeah.
It's a chain link fence, and on one side of the fence is a couple dogs barking. At the other side of the fence, another like couple dogs barking. There's two groups of dogs barking like just off at each other. And then someone opens the fence, and it slowly opens, and the dogs just kind of tone it down and kind of back away.
Yeah. Well, the one I saw recently, they keep opening and closing and opening and closing and opening, and they just yep. When they open the fence, they're like basically looking around, like whistling, like da 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 da. I don't know, and then the fence closes, and they're.
So there you
That's
go.
the internet.
That's everybody, man. It's not just metalheads. Metalheads are kind people.
We'll temper ourselves, I think, to that.
I'm working on my shit too. I'm
People though,
fucking
like
big.
I think it's almost like there's some currents that we as a collective or something like that are on, And I think we as a collective will temper ourselves on the internet and will become less horrible. We use it as a means by which to vent, and we use it as a way.
Emotionally reactive. I'm guilty of this. You just see something, you're like, "Fuck that idiot."
Yeah, but
like,
it's also pure.
the trick is to sit on your post for a day.
It's pure until you put a mask on. Yeah. So but just appreciate this for a sec. It's pure.
What is?
It is unmasked, pure emotion. That's not
good.
Well, it's not, because let's just then say it's a good way to reveal how we are all actually horrible people on the core. We're all horrible people at our center with masks on that allow us to become socially acceptable.
We're horrible people.
We're all horrible people.
Why? How do you figure that?
Because of evidence, man. This is just evidence.
That's a societal thing, though.
It's not. It's just. It's like a collective.
You're not born horrible. Your daughter wasn't born horrible.
When you become a person, you become a part of the personal experience, right? Part of the experience of people.
So now that segues us right back to the very beginning, which is the ball. The subject matter is what was it again? God,
cycles of damage.
So that means you were saying the ball rolls. So we are products of our environment.
We start off being products of our environment,
and it's absolutely a fucking domino effect, man. It goes back. So
absolutely,
I'm currently right now trying to break, the cycle of dysfunction in my family.
But I think the shittiness
taking responsibility.
Yeah. The shittiness on the internet, though, I think is just honesty. I don't think that's us at our worst. I think that's just us. I think that's us without some type of a...
Shit happens, man.
Some type of a prevention. Like it's us without the check valves that we would normally have.
Yeah, well, that's not good.
It's productive, maybe.
How? It's exactly. Now we're gonna go back to communism here. That's what you're saying is that that shit that the internet war.
I don't know if it's like communism, but it is. Well, it is a taste of honesty.
Not communism, but like
it's a taste of honesty, though, right?
What? How people are really feeling? Because people are upset. They're oppressed. They're sick of getting up and going to work in the fucking grind of life. They're not living their passion. They're not living their dreams. So they're upset.
Whatever it is, go to the comments section. Like I watch Maple Ridge News on Facebook. The comments section, man.
On what?
On anything.
It's horrible.
It is.
Dude, I had to unfollow. Recently. What was it? Metal Injection. Because they post a picture of a band, say Ghost. Mm-hmm. Holy shit. Everyone hates Ghost. Either you love them or you hate them. It's like the Doors. Yeah, I had to unfollow because it's just hundreds and hundreds of
like the Doors,
comments.
except for shittier.
Pardon me?
Like the Doors, but really shitty.
I like Ghost. I don't think they're shitty at all.
No, I know, but like the
In
Doors.
your opinion.
The Doors is objectively good.
The Doors are great. Like it is what it is. People they're just wired weird. They don't like certain shit. I don't like death metal, but I'm not gonna go on Facebook and be like, fuck Cannibal Corpse and you're fucking stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Like, why? Like, they don't suck. I would never say they suck. They don't suck. It's just a negative. So I'm like, why do I need to hear this news? I listen to the Jasta podcast. He does the weekly metal roundup. I get all my news, and I'm good. I don't need to see it on Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. If it was like you listen to a radio station and they've like overplayed it too much, then you'd be like, all right, I'm fucking sick of Cannibal Corpse now. One fucking move on.
Cannabis Corpse is actually a band too. It's a cover of Cannibal Corpse.
That's funny.
It's awesome. Seen them live.
No, but at that point,
I'll get attacked though if I defend these bands.
You're pissed off because you've heard it too much and you're taking it out on them. Whoa. And the fact is that you're just in this open venue for like free and unabated negativity at any point for any reason. And I get that everybody thinks that it's a bad thing, but I've started to come to the, not even a conclusion, but I'm really questioning whether or not it's actually a healthy stage of our communication.
It isn't, and they talk about this all the time.
We get to hammer out what...
This is terrible.
I don't know, man.
Buddy, this is not healthy. I had to take a break. I took a break, a month and a half off social media. My mental health knob went up 3 notches.
Yeah, there's circumstances, but as far as like a collective goal of being able to communicate things better and being honest with ourselves and we tend to live in bullshitville quite a bit. We live in strange consensuses where we live in the world WWE effect.
I love the WWE, man.
We live in the WWE effect, though, where people all know that something's totally bullshit. They just all go with it. So our ability to just fucking pull the plug and be candid and just fucking absolute, like no holding back on our shittiest opinions about stuff might be a stage that we get through and we get over, but might also
takes over.
Be a stage that's needed in order to avoid just constantly living in states of bullshit.
Well, those constant, but that's like, then it goes back to that whole thing, that self-development shit, man. Like, it goes for another, like the ball we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. You have to take responsibility for the momentum of your ball if you want it to either speed up or slow down or change directions. You have
to take control of it.
Yeah. You have to take control of it.
Yeah.
And that means,
because taking responsibility for the momentum might be interpreted
control.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But once you have control of the ball, then now you can go whatever way you want. And
no.
Well,
now you can exercise your resources on it. But there's a lot of times where the ball has so much momentum that the person's resources isn't actually able to control it as much as we'd like to think, because somebody before that person was even themselves fucking got that ball going at a clip.
Speeding comet of destruction, bro, and I got it slow down.
Well, you might have gotten a grip on it, but you're also 40 years old, right? So
38, sir.
Okay. Well, ideally.
What do you mean by that? Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, ideally, if we are handed a shitty deck of cards, we manage to pull ourselves out. We manage to have success before that, right?
Say that again.
Ideally, I can't say that again.
Wait,
just go back. This is like my number 4 pet peeve, but I've already bitched enough today. I can't repeat what I say constantly.
I'm trying to understand
so
what you just said.
Just think about it in your head. And then we don't have to kill our audience by me repeating myself.
Well, I don't think it kills them.
It kills them, man. Trust me. It kills me listening to it.
Well, you edit these, and that's why it kills you.
I know, but there's no sense in repeating.
Okay. I don't understand what you meant by that. I'm 40 years old. I pulled myself up. Like, what?
If you would have pulled yourself, ideally, a person who's dealt a shitty hand like yourself isn't pulling themselves out of it in their 40s.
It's pretty common that they are.
It is pretty common that they are, right? And again, that has something to do with the ball, right? So if you're like, I'm saying that sometimes the ball's thrown so hard that it's not necessarily the responsibility of the person to be able to stop it the moment that they have a modicum of control. You're saying, well, I'm almost 40 years old and I've kind of got my shit a little bit together. You're actually really corroborating what I'm saying, right? Like, you're not on top of your fucking shit at all. You got fucking dirt under your nails, right? From scratching yourself out of the fucking hole, right? Which is good. Not going to downplay it, but fact is that's confirming what I'm saying, is that sometimes the ball's thrown so hard that it takes us a long time to gain control. Or like 30-year-old Garrett, in my opinion, wasn't responsible for the inertia of the habits of life experience and of the damage, so to say. 30-year-old Garrett wasn't responsible for the cycles of damage because he realized them. 40-year-old Garrett is becoming more responsible because now you have more control. And so if you let the ball just fly off, it's easier to say, why did you let the ball fly off? But 10 years ago, would you hold yourself accountable, and would you be like, you have to take more responsibility for your damage?
No, I wasn't the same person. But I also think
it took you longer
Yeah.
Because of that ball,
Well, you
right?
so take the ball's got to like hit bumps and fucking freak right out.
So now in the perspective, there's some people whose ball is not thrown as hard, who manage to get control of it maybe in their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
There's other people whose ball's thrown so hard that it takes them 20 more years to get control of it. And then there's other people whose ball's literally just fucking destroyed, and they don't have the resources, they don't even have the opportunity, because now they've got brain damage, or they've got
I would easily agree with that. It just felt
fetal
like
alcohol syndrome.
The way you said that just kind of it felt like you're almost 40. Like it's like game over, dude. Just settle down with your shit and just speak gratefully of a construction job.
No,
I think I could turn my life around in the next 10 years dramatically. I'm like you said, I'm still got dirt on my fingernails for sure, but I'm definitely I'm definitely can see the light at the end of the tunnel as long as I keep going.
Well, of course.
I could see the blue sky at the very top of the hole that I was in.
You get defensive. So I start a conversation, and you're like, "How is he trying to put me down right now?"
No, I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
But the fact is that when I said that sometimes the ball's thrown so hard, you're like, no, look at me as an example of a person who fucking fixes the ball. But you're not a good example of a person who fixes the ball. You're actually an example of a person who's had a ball thrown really hard and who's had a greater amount of struggle in order to gain control of it than, say, the average person in the population who, at 30 years old, might be in that same position. Sometimes it takes longer. Unfortunately, the harder the ball's thrown, depending on how that ball's thrown too. Some of us
even to say I'm not a great example of that change is kind of, it's a bit like it's a bit insulting to a degree, because like I've worked hard even just to get here. But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but you're not a fucking very good example of somebody who fucking takes control of their ball like early in life. And
God, no, I know what you mean. Exactly.
So as far as it posing a challenge.
But I look around and see a lot of our friends that haven't done fuck all either, right?
Well, I don't think anybody that we know has done fuck all, including yourself and myself.
Their balls haven't even been whipped as hard as mine. My theory is
that's true.
I feel like the darker you're, like, I feel like my addiction and my struggle and this 10 or 15 years of severe addiction and self fucking mutilation mentally, that I've just been like, you're a piece of shit every single day of my life and you don't even deserve anything. Mm-hmm. That whole life that I've lived, mm-hmm. I think is literally the school of hard knocks. Now that I'm it's literally attending the school of hell. Mm-hmm. And when you come, and if and when you come out of that, I think that's some of the greatest education a person can have.
Oh, fuck, of course, I agree.
And when you learn to monetize it and call it the fucking 5-second rule, or the extreme ownership, or the slay the day mentality, you can maybe
make money.
Make money, absolutely. I'm all 100%, and go help
Everybody's got to make money. Everybody's got to make money.
Well, I mean, people messaged me after my podcast and were like, dude, your story's insane. You should write a book. And I was like, okay, I should probably start journaling. But, and they even said,
I was telling Roger that he should write a book.
Roger Stern.
Yeah, I think it'd be, even if people don't
talk to him,
publish stuff, then it would be.
Busy. I really want to talk. They want to talk on the phone, and I just, I have no time. That's why I'm like, come on the podcast. Maybe I'll just have my own.
Yeah, and Roger, I mean, I haven't really caught up with him. He's had a lot of cycles. And
mental health issues.
And mental health issues. But he is, he's really got his shit together. Right? It's funny, right? Because if you talk to him, he's like, oh no, fucking, he's really hard on himself, bro.
He is.
He's hard on himself.
Same thing, man.
He's hard, like you're hard on yourself.
We're all hard on ourselves.
No, I'm fucking really not. I'm like,
yeah, but you're
my perspective. I know people that are way smarter than me, so I'm not. It's not like I blow smoke up my ass.
Oh, you fucking better believe you do. You're
but
levitating.
I think that other people are such
your
fucking idiots.
Smell like fucking Skittle, Rainbow, Rose, fucking Febreze.
I'm just not down on myself. I don't think, I don't deserve a voice.
I'm in a men's
group
that I go to, and one of the tasks were, hey, just say one fucking nice thing. Not 3, not 5, not 2. Say one nice thing about yourself. 10 guys. Mm-hmm. Boy, was that a challenge.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Like, and that's the majority of people, man. And
Yeah.
I think, Roger. I think there's some of us who just shit cards, and this goes back.
I think
to
most people need to think of one negative thing about themselves.
I think about that a lot.
Yeah, I know you do, but we're not talking about you. I said most people.
Most people.
Yeah.
Most people should do the 12 steps. Yes. Most people
No,
should.
I wouldn't say that, but at least if they can think a negative thing about themselves.
Most people that haven't had their ball thrown very hard should start thinking about.
Should be humbled by their own inadequacies.
So you're saying basically more self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. I can get behind that.
Yeah, and especially if the self-awareness includes their inadequacies, right? People are almost, it's like what we know we don't know versus what we don't know. And knowing enough to know what you don't know is all you need.
What? I got that though.
It's all you need in life.
Knowing enough to know what you don't know.
That's all you need.
How's it funny I didn't need you to repeat that? The other thing I did. Simple things. Yeah, I know that is. I hear you saying. Yeah, no. That's right.
Because at that point, then you appreciate where it is that you stand on the scope of things and go, yeah, okay, so I don't know all that sort of shit. But if you don't know that you don't know it, then you're fucking, that's when you are just like intolerably dumb. I think
the word's ignorant.
That's the ignorant. Yeah, that's the ignorant.
Talking about words and wanting to use them correctly, I think we use fucking the word.
Well, dumb is a horrible word for it. Dumb doesn't even mean that, right?
I think ignorant. It's like a lot of ignorance we're experiencing these days with people. It's ignorance. There
is ignorance, but then there's just daftness, and then there's just and then there's the desire to go along with things like being ash positive and stuff. A lot of times, people's where we could say somebody's ignorant, I actually think that people are smarter than that. I just think that they're choosing what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to, right? Like it's like saying, well, if I knew that sugar was bad for me, I would have. Well, you did know, like even if you're kind of daft, you still know that sugar's bad for you. You can't really use that as an excuse of like, oh, you're ignorant.
Yeah. Sorry.
What do we got going on?
Just my foreman. Whenever I see my foreman send stuff, I just get nervous. But we're good. It's just blueprints. Sorry.
No. You gotta make sure your business. Biznatch.
Well, it can wait, but I always get nervous.
You're fired. Yeah.
Well, I don't. Well, it's not like that. Yeah, basically, that's my insecurity. Like I'm doing a really good job. I know I am, but I want out of construction anyway. Like I'm there for a while. If my foreman hears this, well, another year or two in there, and then I do want to go chase chase my dreams and go back to school and just become a smarter, better person and try to help people get through their demonic possession.
Mm-hmm.
It's just surprising how many people just are so down on themselves and they're like powerful. People don't realize how powerful they really could be if they got out of the Facebook. Pardon?
Yeah. No,
if they got out of the Facebook world, they stop. Because I compare. Man, some days I'll scroll through Instagram and Facebook and I'll be like, oh yeah, fuck, I'm super inspired. But and then a lot of the times it's dry, and then I start getting down on myself and comparing myself to people. It's good though. I don't know. I think we just need to reflect more.
Some of us. When I was thinking about cycles of damage earlier in the week, I was thinking about different circumstances because I've got a lot of friends who have had different cards dealt, and not only different cards dealt, but they've made different life decisions, and both the cards and their decisions either perpetuate damage or they try to release you from damage. And because of the lack of awareness on stuff, the amount of perpetuation of damage where damage just keeps causing more damage, is is so overwhelming that the idea of being able to pull out of cycles of damage starts becoming almost mythological, or it's like, that's where it's like people are like, well, yeah, it is possible for, and it's like that now we're talking about like winning the lottery. Like, every day somebody wins the lottery. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like I can get that kind of like, that like forced positive perspective. I can get it. But really, if I was a normal person, I don't know how good of a chance I'd be to lift myself out of it, right? Like I think a lot of people are, they don't even identify themselves as being in cycles of damage. Mm-hmm. They don't know what that would look like. They don't know what it,
Yeah, no,
like you can say like, oh, you don't want to get up in the morning, or you don't want to take care of yourself.
One of the hardest things to do in the world is just get up early.
Sure. But you can identify these symptoms that you can say, okay, that is a symptom of cycles of damage. But I think people that we know that have symptoms that I would say that those are cycles of damage, they don't actually realize always that's just part of their lifestyle or their.
I'm gonna make a video I think on the weekend because I just posted my 3 months sober and fuck man, I got like 244 likes. I wasn't even gonna post it in the morning. I was like, man, 90 days today, that's pretty good. And it's don't judge a man by how many times he's fallen because I was like, holy fuck, I always make videos about how long I've been sober. I made it almost a year and I kind of felt down on myself. I'm like, no, fuck it, man. It's a journey. Like this is. I did not expect 244 people. I'm going to get to my point. To like that. It made me feel so good. And a lot of people are like, why don't you post that? I'm like, because 244 fucking people got my back. And I can also comment to people that are like, hey, I've got a week. Thank you. Hey, da-da-da. Point is you're right. We put these shiny posts on. So I wanted to make a video probably Saturday saying, thanks for these videos. But guess what? There's a lot of ugly shit I face every day. There's a lot of, I had to, get into the real truths. Like I fucking snap show in the morning. I'm not happy with my job sometimes. It was a lot of work to get here. Like we don't post enough of the real shit.
The ugly truths.
I feel like that's what I deserve. I feel so grateful that people liked it that much that I owe it to myself. And people be like, yeah, but guess what? Last year I didn't tell you that I lost my license from drinking and driving again. I might not leave that one out, but for Facebook. But I didn't tell you that I made it a year and 11 months, 2 weeks before I decided to let COVID be the reason why I drank.
Yeah,
I think we need,
at some level though,
that's
dude.
Perspective.
I think the people that you're trying to reach out to, I think that they
understand that
need to know that things like you fucking were doing really, really, really great, and then boom, you lost your license again. Because
they need to know that.
They need to know that.
Yeah, the transparency is amazing. And I think that's why it got so many likes. Sorry.
And I don't think that it's worth sacrificing the benefit to those people to protect yourself from the shame or the embarrassment.
Because there is none. It's development.
Well, it should be. There should be fucking shame and embarrassment. Holy shit, right? Like, what are you?
Obviously,
you're not
like
fucking daft.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to hold you back from connecting to another person, because sometimes our shame and embarrassment is what makes us human, right?
Yeah.
I got things that I'm embarrassed about, and it's not like
like your tiny penis,
like my tiny penis, and it's not like I have to deny it. It is literally what makes me human, right? And yeah, like you don't want to look like a person who's failing, or you don't look like a failure to this group of people. Because, you went almost a year and then fucking boom,
there's
you fell.
a few that don't like my shit anymore.
Well, they can fuck themselves.
They have fucking rights,
but
they can.
For a person who's a week to go, oh, fuck, Garrett was 11 months, almost a year, 11 and a half months, and he fucking fell off the fucking, fell out of the car and fucking skidded to a stop, and then lost his license again.
Well, that time I fell out of the car, held on about a mile and a half, and then fucking someone slammed the door on my fingers, and then I rolled out. So
but it gives them hope, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes humiliating ourselves truthfully, coming to terms with truthful things that are humiliating, is just beneficial for other people to not be as humiliated about their own shit, and that's important,
powerful.
Man.
That's why when I posted when I got my breathalyzer out, and like I'm just I had someone recently just go like literally I'm not gonna say who, but it's a toxic person who's struggling big time, blames everybody else. That's not, and the same person that over and over and over.
Talking about me.
No, man. Like this person I tried, it was just as soon as the person drank a little bit too much, they were like just going on and on. And they're like, why don't you post that stuff? You know, you just set yourself up. And I'm like, I could tell that my posting this shit makes you uncomfortable because it makes you try, because now you have to automatically be accountable for yourself.
Yeah, of
You
course.
don't have to follow me then. You don't have to like me. Just get rid of it. But you watch. You still watch. And you know what? You don't even like it. You still don't like it. You don't comment. And that's fine. And and you're like, why do you, I don't know why you post that stuff. I'm like, why do you want to post your year? And I'm like, I'm going to post the shit. I'm going to fucking PMA the fuck out of my page. Because that's what we need. Like, in my opinion.
Sure.
I think a lot of people need that. And when someone,
Enough people need it that it's worth offering.
So I'm going to make that. Now, especially after you saying that, I am going to make that video short and sweet on Saturday morning.
Yeah, and you don't seem to have a problem with being vulnerable to share your experience, right? And
I
that's...
don't see this. I don't see...
No, dude, life's short.
I don't
right?
see... Like,
why fucking lie about it?
People have way more respect for... It weeds out. So, like some of the cool people are like, ugh, Garrett. And that's fine. Because I don't want to be in your cool fucking club. It means I have to be fake.
If the cool people realize that they're... then maybe they'd about turn. But they don't. They're literally so dumb that they don't even realize that they are the fucking tool.
Exactly.
And that's really the case.
A lot of the
that's really the case.
Drugged out, kind of like edgy, like the rough around the edges people are the ones that really reach out to me because that's who it's not necessarily the cool fucking guy. I've been in those big bands, you know. Those guys, not so much. They'll but the majority of my fan base or following or friend base is that we're rough around the edges, right? We're struggling, and we're not necessarily the coolest
real people.
Real people.
Yeah. Well, it depends where you grow up too, right? We spent a lot of time in Maple Ridge, in which case
I got all over the world friends now.
But rough around the edges is kind of the
artistic rough around the edges. It's not like necessarily the most shiniest, coolest people, and to me, I'm like fucking great, like good, because if I have to hang out with you and you're not real. Like, if you're disingenuous, if you're just putting on, I get so, my intuition kicks in or whatever. My gut feeling is like, this is gross. This person's gross. I can't, hey man, like I try to get.
It's all image.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I cannot do it. I have nothing
yeah.
else to talk about other than real shit. And those masks, I'm like, I used to wear them. I'd always be like, hey man, I just want to fit in. I've hung out with so many people that it was like, and it's just not who I am anymore. And that shows me a lot of growth. I think I'd rather be alone. I spend a lot of time alone, reading my audio, listening to my audiobooks, my podcasts, thinking about my music. It's just, I find that people just get in the fucking way, man.
Oh God!
Like I can't.
Story of my life, right there.
I just. You're an object, not a fucking solution to the problem, man.
Yep. Well, it depends on what the problem is, because they're their own problem. That people don't usually fit into each other's solutions, and the solution is whatever it is the solution is going to be. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
You have to be the example, is what I've come to realize.
It's just a matter of where do we meet, right? Where's the common ground? And 2020 caused a lot of shit that it's like fucking the disease, mental illness of depression and solitude and all this sort of shit is really, really evident today, right? Like it's more evident. Like I've been getting contacted by a lot of people to like reconnect, shit like that, which to me is like I was saying on social media. That's an indicator that things are bad. Because I'm like the last person that anybody would ever fucking contact to like have a good warm feeling about another human being. Really. Right? Like I'm not part of the regular social thread, and people are usually like, sorry to bother you. Good. Like you'd better be, because you fucking probably are bothering me. I just really don't give a shit. I'm glad you exist, but we don't think about the same things, and I don't really want to talk to you because I'm in my fucking own world. But to reach out to me then says to me that there's something like seriously significant where I'm like the last person on the planet that's able to talk to this person. Otherwise, they'd go to somebody else, right? Like, I know I would if I was them. But the loneliness and the isolation of COVID is starting to really work on people. And I think that there's a greater opportunity now than ever to have to rebuild. things are getting destroyed, things are getting broken down, and people need building. People just need to rebuild tips. They need motivation. They need a lot of times too. It's like the same shit over and over and over again is really just all they need. It's all people need. They just need to hear it every day. Just a reminder, you're doing well. You're if you put in the work, if you put in the effort, you should feel like you've done what you can, and you should feel like you've made the best competent effort. And if things still fail in spite of that, then at least you don't have to say, well, it's because I'm a fucking piece of shit. It's because I'm a piece of shit that my life's like this, right? Because you've put in the effort. You've done your thing. I don't know. I honestly don't know what else people can do, because people are like, well, I feel like a piece of shit. And I'm like, well, pro tip. You are a piece of shit.
Oh, Adam.
Right? They're like, the world would be better off if I wasn't here. And I'd be like, oh, fuck, I don't even want to reply to this because I'm going to get fucking sued. You know what? 85% of the world, man. The world would be better off if you weren't here. So don't think that. Don't think that because you could be the person that the world would be happy to have around, right? You don't. Just because people exist doesn't mean that they're fucking valuable. Just because you fucking have a heartbeat doesn't mean that you are valuable to the world. That's not true. There's people who have heartbeats that are horrible people who victimize other people. They abuse other people. Just because you're alive doesn't make you worthy of life.
Don't you think, sometimes I think that this dimension that we're in is purgatory. Like, it's hell. Like, that's sometimes I think, this is hell. This is a hellish experience sometimes. Some people are living a life that's just beautiful and awesome, and they got money and everything else. So you gotta go. Well, maybe it's just a dichotomy of both. Some people are here living, I don't know, but the way that there's so many people that are really shitty and a hard job, and it's just, you gotta go, man, is this the dimension of hell? And when we die, we're good to go.
Right. As far as a literal thing goes, what people would back in the day, what they're trying to get at is definitely that it's during our life, right?
A hell
or heaven.
Yeah.
The kingdom.
Well, the Four Agreements. Have you read the Four Agreements? Do you know that book? I think you might like that one.
The Four Agreements. I'm not too sure, but I'm far more interested in the actual principles and the formulas behind what is actually existing in the universe.
Well, they're saying that. Sorry, they say the Four Agreements: don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, be impeccable with your word, and do your best, and then you can live in a state of heaven. So don't gossip, don't fucking make assumptions, don't take anything personally. The principles and the laws that they're talking about in that book are you can live in heaven here, if you want, but we are too judgmental. We talk
I don't know if I can't validate the book, but the ideas of heaven are obviously older than that book, and they come from Judaism and then the Bible, because the Bible's kind of extrapolating on the Judaic concept. So let's just imagine that.
Heaven, I don't mean like that.
Well, let's just imagine then the Christian heaven is like a childized. It's an infantilized version of the older Judaic heaven.
Candy ass version.
The idea of the seven heavens in the Mormons, that's actually a little bit more like the idea of heaven and hell on earth, right? So what the people who wrote the New Testament were talking about was not afterlife. It was this life. It was that the kingdom of heaven is available during your life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
when
when you die, the fucking light switch for almost everybody is just going to go off. But while you were alive, the kingdom of heaven and the kingdom of hell, those kingdoms are part of our life experience. They are, you could say they're like dimensions, or you could say they're like onion skins, or you could say they're states of experience. You could say that they're psychological mind frames or psychological states, their perspectives, everything. They're what you're tapped into. Your relationship with yourself and your relationship with the universe is a unique thing. And is it good? Are you tortured? Do you torture yourself with things?
I do.
Are you living in a state of self-condemnation?
Yeah, well,
right.
yeah.
And is there a right and wrong, or are all these states of fucking shit that we go through, are all these just part of a story for us to learn to become more complete as an observer and as a person?
I'm on that.
To that your bad experiences and your good experiences all amount to just making a better you. And it takes the bad and the good.
So you will get abducted, hopefully, at some point, because you become an elevated human being.
Yeah, exactly. In the alien theory, you'd become abducted, but maybe
80 years, when you're 85-year-old, like, okay, we're done.
In the non-alien theory, you just become a person. You become mature, right? So, like, in the consciousness thing, we're going to go about this. I got to prepare something for you, and then I'd love to shit all over it. But
What?
in the evolution of consciousness, it is oh fuck, you know what? I'm actually gonna hold it onto there, because I don't want to start obscurizing or making what we're saying here even more confusing, because I think that we're
Winding down.
We're winding down, and we're starting to. We have this thing where this is me editing the podcast. We have this thing where we kind of come at things in terms of like definitions, and like this is this, that's that, what's what, but then we abandon it, and not long after we start to exemplify things, right? We can't exemplify damage and cycles of damage or anything like that.
Well, we've covered that well tonight, I believe.
I think at the very least we've talked around.
No, we did it.
Yeah.
You're never satisfied with our topic sometimes. Well, not never. Sometimes you're not satisfied.
Sometimes I'm not satisfied with the clarity of ideas that we're trying to hammer out. But
this one we did.
The other thing is that sometimes we hit stop, and I think, fuck, I got a list of things. I got a list of things that I still wanted to talk about. However, like say with left versus right, I was like, okay, well, first of all, I fucked it up by saying that it wasn't personality types, which anybody on the right's going to be like, this guy's fucking, they're going to flush it. They're going to stop listening to the podcast because they're going to think I'm an idiot.
Do a part two.
But I just didn't think that we elucidated the ideas of left and right very well. But then when I listened to it, I was like, well, we actually exemplified them. We exemplified left versus right. So we might not have identified terms or ideas that people can identify, is this idea left or is this idea right? But we lived it. We walked the path of left and right in order to explain it. So sometimes you stamp stuff out, but sometimes you carve, right? So if you put a stamp in something, then you're forcing the imprint in it. You're forcing an image into a medium, into a substrate. When you carve something out, you're revealing an image from a otherwise neutral substrate. And so when I say we're talking around it, I don't mean that we're beating around the bush necessarily. I just mean that rather than poking it in the fucking wound, we're carving out a chunk of wood until at the very end of the podcast, what you're left with is kind of a picture of what we.
Well, that's
intended.
Okay.
Right.
I got you framed that well. Yeah. So as we move forward with this podcast, that's more of a goal. I think
it's just natural.
I think that you just are like me. You're a perfectionist, so you're never going to be satisfied with the outcome of the conversation.
Not initially. Yeah, no, you're right there. But it's just because of what I see as the need to clarify ideas and for people to be not necessarily not necessarily conform everybody to a particular set of ideas, but at least so that there's a clarification, right? But at the end of the day, like fucking, you can't force that. And I think it'll happen.
Well, tonight we went.
I think it'll happen.
Map. Sorry.
I think it'll happen anyway. You know, I'm not the answer to clarifying ideas of the world
We'll just
or
both
anything.
get smarter
you know?
and smarter and smarter and more feedback. Once we have an audience that we're more like the feedback and the audience participation will be like a thing too, right? Like that'll make us more confident. And
Yeah.
this was a crazy pod. This one went all over the map again, eh?
We do. Fuck. Ooh, shit. Episode 1, man. Like I said, episode 1's got to be 13 podcasts in one. Like,
Why don't
it had to be clipped because I got tired of listening to the fucking thing. I'd stop it, and then I'd come back, and it'd be like, there's 25 minutes left in the podcast. We've completely spent. We've already gotten tired. We've already fucking like lost our track and everything. And then boom, fucking just something gets nailed, and it's like, oh my God, this is like another really great topic.
That's why you couldn't just. That's why I feel like we could just turn them into 1 hour episodes times whatever this has been.
I agree, except for once we were fatigued and once we had already gotten through everything else, that's when that gold came up. So for that episode, I was glad that we did let it run until we started digging up more gold.
Well, I guess
it's not always going to happen.
Gold the whole time eventually, huh?
It is, but that doesn't happen, man. That doesn't happen.
What do you mean? It happens all the time on Joe.
Oh, it so doesn't.
No?
Oh, fuck no. Like, dude, I skip at least 50%, maybe more.
Really? I listen to everything.
Of Joe Rogan?
Every episode.
I
just
don't
play
believe that.
I do, man. Yeah, I just play it through.
How?
Because
Who the fuck has time? Dude, this is 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Over a period of a couple days.
Yeah, I know. So that's 10 days now. You need to have 1 week's worth of podcasts. It's just like there's no time. How the fuck does a person watch Joe Rogan? The thing with Joe Rogan is you get one a week.
4 episodes then.
Because you get 4 one. If you get one Joe Rogan a week that you like, then you can watch it through the week.
That's what I do.
Exactly.
I listen to it in my car though.
But there's 5 of them a week. He does 5 a week.
Yeah, but you gotta pick the guest. Sometimes the guest an hour or 2 hours. If it's 4 hours, like Jesse James Jesse
average of 3
Ventura was like 4 hours.
There's an average of 3.
Yeah,
3 hours. So that's 15 hours a week to watch Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but I listen to it in the car on my way to work, on the car on my way home. You have to be committed to the fucking podcast.
You'd have to drive along.
But I mean, that's the thing too. Like when I listen to the Jazz Show, generally those are an hour and a half, and I'll listen to artists I don't know because sometimes, there's a 20-minute section that's just a fucking gem.
Yeah.
Mental health or this or that, and then sometimes they yabber on, and then I space out, think about something, and then I'll hear a cue word like addiction, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
I'll fast forward stuff too, right? Like when Lex Friedman's on Rogan. They're both into judo, so they'll start. It'll be
you'll pack. Yeah,
20 minutes in,
UFC
they start talking about
shit.
Judo, and I'm like, next, it's 15-second forward. Just fucking start tapping that shit until they shut up.
Do then, huh? Well, when him and John St. Pierre started talking about aliens and shit, oh man, that was great. Like Joe's theory there, they went on a good tangent, and I was like, fuck.
John St. Pierre, is he a MMA?
He's an MMA guy, but he's French, and he talks with a very thick accent.
That's where clips come in.
But he's talking.
That's where clips come in.
That's how it got me.
Yeah.
The clips of that got me in because like, well, Joe, what do you think about the Anunnakis? You've heard about this. The ones like come from, and you're like, what? And then you hear him talk about it for anyway, you hear him talking about. That got me into it, so I went in and listened to the whole episode, and then just to hear his broken English going about aliens, you think I watched this? And then Joe explained his theory to him about what they are, why they're coming here, and it was like, holy.
I got to watch that because I haven't seen that.
John St. Pierre. Oh, fuck.
But that's just it, is that I'm not willing.
His breakdown of what he thinks the Greys are, why they're here, what's going on.
I want to see that.
To fucking John St. Pierre and then having them talk about it.
Yep.
This is a UFC fighter, it's a Taekwondo guy. Super fucking professional dude. It was just...
I'd want to see that. And so that's just it, is that I definitely would not watch that. I would not watch him. Anything MMA, I won't watch. Just because I just don't give a fuck.
Depends on the guy.
The clips come up on YouTube while I'm watching YouTube. And I'm subscribed to him, obviously. So at that point, then I'll see a clip from a guy like John St. Pierre. Can you do another one where Garrett's not looking at the camera? I'll do a clip.
Why all of a sudden did you get her to take pictures? I thought you wanted to bring up the Joe Rogan clip.
I'll see a clip of him talking to somebody like John St. Pierre, and they'll have their 15, 20 minutes of alien talk,
Yeah.
right? But they'll do a clip of it, and it'll be like, it'll just be named like aliens or Rogan alien theory or something like that. Anyway,
Aliens too, man.
that clip then will come up, and that as a clip is digestible, and I can watch the clip. But I'm not going to listen to an entire podcast with a fucking MMA guy just hoping that they're going to mention aliens at some point, right? So that's where clips come in. Same thing.
Fast forward it a little bit.
I'll just watch the clip.
No, you want watch. They bring it up quick. Just watch the whole episode. No, the clip stops. The clip's good, and then it stops, and then I don't think Joe. There's a point towards the end. The last end, I think, is when Joe gets into it. You can fast forward, you'll know.
Yeah.
They'll fast forward to the MMA, but listen to the whole sections. I think there's 2 where they talk full aliens.
Yeah. No, I'd like to hear his theory.
Have you seen the animated clips of Joe Rogan?
No.
Where they're talking? So it's
A fan animates it. Yep.
I think maybe it is.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
It's
People do it. It's
pretty
common.
funny. Short. So it's the short sound clips.
Yeah.
And they're just animated.
Yeah. People do that for like.
Have you not seen them?
No. But I've seen animated clips from other people's podcasts that are way less famous than Joe Rogan. So I would imagine that fucking his fans do it. And
I guess it might be his fans. I don't know, but there's only a couple of them, and they're funny. They're like, You're like, holy fuck.
Well, there's going to be more. It's just you don't see them, right?
I'm gonna have to look at the clips now. I guess that's your gimmick then. That's the trick. That's the trick. Is good clips.
Good clip. I think good clips are going to be the way that people are exposed to it.
Our
period.
podcast.
Yeah, and
There's
the
a lot of it
content.
here.
Because honestly, dude, you would never expect 2 fucking idiots like us to come up with some of these conversations. Some of the conversations are great, and we're fucking complete doorknobs. And
Saying that, I don't think we are.
oh no, but we are, dude. Like
compared to fucking Neil
we're like
deGrasse Tyson.
we're 2 like Maple Ridge dudes.
But there's a lot of people that are like, what? I tell people at
Like
work,
like people like us, like our fucking
not-
peers.
yeah, but they're not doing like. I don't know,
our
man.
peers
Some
are
people are
fucking-
like, you do it. You got your own podcast? What? Yeah, question everything. We talk about aliens. Is that fucking consciousness? God. Whoa, cool, man.
Anybody that I know that knows us, that knows us well, is like, I can't fucking wait to see what you 2 motherfuckers come up with. Anybody who knows us
They're like it.
knows that it's going to get up to something interesting.
Yeah.
They know that because they know us. But people who don't know us think like, oh yeah, so what are they going to talk about? Or oh yeah, so I guess they're just going to like wank out about fucking. They're going to talk about YouTube videos that they've watched, and they're going to talk about oh, did you see that YouTube video on Bigfoot? People that don't know us will assume the worst, probably.
And then they're surprised. But you're saying we're already getting action on our YouTube video, so that's good.
Yeah. But once they hear
Sounds-
it, like
sounds good.
if they hear a clip, we're not as quite as dumb as we seem. We're not quite as dumb as we look, and we're not quite as rigid. Like I'm not as rigid as you make me out to be because you say I'm rigid.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But
I'm not as fucking.
to other fucking people when I'm like talking about fucking consciousness and like you're the divinity and they're like, this guy's obviously a fucking drug user. This guy's obviously fucking like,
but the good drugs.
maybe compared to you I'm like Mr. Conservative, but compared to them I'm a fucking hippie, right? Yeah. So there's degrees of it. The fact is though,
maybe that's our best bet is you just clip up all of these fucking episodes.
We're coming by things honestly. We're giving our perspective honestly.
We have podcasts that you don't even hear.
We've got ideas that are and experiences that are unique. And we're also probably willing to put ourselves, we're willing to put our head in a guillotine that most people wouldn't in order to communicate.
I think you're the enemy here, not me.
What do you mean?
Just as far as like up for the chopping block for cancel culture. Like we put our head in the guillotine, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't think so at all.
You say stuff that's like more toe curling fucking cringe.
Oh, sure.
You're a brave soul.
But whatever, fucking, I don't care.
No, I know you don't. I don't want to. It's fine.
Yeah, no, and that, I don't mind that. What I mind is talking about, like, spirituality. I mind talking about, like, experiences, like astral projection or fucking.
It's just awesome.
I don't think so. I think it's like fucking derpy people being dumb and people.
You don't think the CIA or the American government used it to?
I think what the CIA does and what normal people do are completely different things. Yeah. Normal people make fun of shit like that.
Remote viewing as an actual way to fucking.
The idea that some fucking moron is going to judge me as an idiot because of my perspectives on spirituality does not sit well with me. Because they're a fucking idiot. And I feel like I'm putting my head on a chopping block by mentioning ideas or talking about ideas or even supporting ideas that are just laudable to other people. But I don't mind. I don't care. I don't mind looking like an idiot if it moves the conversation forward. And again, there's going to be theories or going to be ideas that I'm technically wrong, but that the picture is more or less reasonably correct. Where there's technical details are wrong, but the illustration is more or less correct. And so I don't mind putting my head on a chopping block when it comes to something like trying to explore like what is really occurring with consciousness, what is really occurring with astral projection, what is simply because in the pursuit of a better conversation, it's fucking worth it. Okay. Let's patch this up. Cycles of damage. Damn. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but we talked around it.
Yeah, we covered it.
We display our own damage, and cyclically.
Mm-hmm. Cyclic. What's the word?
Cyclically.
Cyclically.
Like a sickle. You know what? Maybe sickles.
Bicycly.
Are cycles. Because they're like curved and it's like a cycle, but it's a sickle.
I ride the motorcycle of dysfunction, the motorcycle of damage.
Okay, so any last words, Garrett? Because
I'd like to cover this again one day. Now that I think about it,
yeah,
I don't know. My last words are: break free from the cycles of your own damage and limiting beliefs. The only behavior that you can change is your own. That's it. You got to just recognize yourself. Self-awareness is key, and just get out of the break the cycle of damage. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 change.
And my only addition to that is the appearance of failure is actually a part of the path of success.
Oh yeah.
And so when you do see yourself fail, don't give up, because that's literally what it looks like to be on the verge of success.
Fail your way to success.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Garrett. Cheers.
Join us next time for Sacred Geometry.